when I go into my body, I get an immediate constriction in my gut area. And it's come to my attention that not everybody experiences this. And I could be sitting here, the beach, meditating with my dog, less with my dog. And this human body grew up in double alcoholic, unpredictable, chaotic, very scary childhood environment. And so this, the human has the nervous system that got kind of messed up over time. And hearing you share about your childhood experience, it would be really meaningful to me to hear how you moved through everything that, I don't know, we've had very different experiences. We're different humans, but it would still be meaningful to me to hear how you've moved through that. And the one thing that was special to me the other day that you said was, not to a particular person, but when you were speaking to the group, so you're in your pain body. You're in your pain body. And there was a nice lightness and inherent forgiveness in that. So yeah, I would love to hear about your journey with moving kind of scar tissue pain in your body.
Well, I've already shared how I moved it several times in this retreat. But I think what's most important is what's keeping you from going through it.
I think I don't know, I've tried, binge eating, thrashing workouts, sitting. Thankfully, I didn't move into drugs or alcohol, 12-step groups, therapy, MDMA-assisted therapy. And when I sit, I think the answer is just hey, sitting with it and hanging out with it.
So when you say you do all these things, including binge eating, is it to move away from the feeling?
This was years past in terms of being very dysregulated and not knowing what to do and just desperately trying to soothe it.
So do you still have this feeling now?
In this moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what does it feel like if you just go into the feeling of it?
Like a light churning in the gut.
Okay. So stay with that light churning in the gut. Just keep feeling it. Breathe into it and feel. And if you have the slightest thought of it to be gone in this instant, then you're not truly with it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be the first crier on the mic. It's definitely, I just feel a lot of sadness coming up.
Okay. So you've identified it as sadness. Now drop the label sadness and just feel. What does so-called sadness actually feel like? What's the sensation?
Cold.
Don't need to look for the labels. Just if they pop up in your head, that's fine. And then let them go and feel. Is it still feeling like sadness?
It totally feels less tight.
The emotions change in its own time. I can't make it or will it to go any faster. It's going to take its own time. So just when you have the opportunity, just keep feeling it. Even if you feel like your body wants to even move, allow your body to move, because that could also shift that energy as well. And we don't know where the bottom is on this just yet. I don't know where it is just yet, and you probably don't either. So your experience, you went from anger to sadness. There might be something else underneath the sadness, which is all okay. This is what we have to go through, sweetheart. We really do, all of us. And you wanted to hear my experience? I had to go through it all too. All that pain. And oftentimes, you kind of have to go through it alone. I mean, you can have somebody sit with you, but then you got to make sure that they don't sit with you, pushing you, wanting your experience to hurry up and end. Because, I don't know, the pain body has its own time. Spirit has its own time. It's the spirit is the intelligent thing here. Your body is intelligent. It's all working together. And any thought of wanting something different, wanting it to go by faster, you're not truly in the present moment experiencing what you need to release. And it's calling for us to witness it. Because it's there to be witnessed. When you're feeling something and you don't want to witness it, don't want to feel it, you're denying it, meaning you're resisting it. And that's only going to persist. It may subside for a while, but it'll come back. And I don't know how many times you'll have to go through this to feel it. It may be you're able to do it, in a few nights. Or it might be that you experience it and then it subsides, it lays dormant until something triggers it, and then you feel it again. But give yourself the space. And I always think, it's hard sometimes if you live with somebody when you're starting to spiritually awaken, because we go through so much laundry, and if your partner's also awakening, they're going through their own laundry. It's really helpful if you can create a space for yourself to do this, feel it on your own, without anybody pushing you a certain way. And oftentimes, you could see a therapist and, that's fine too, but you got to make sure too that they're not pushing you, that you get to experience this in your own time. And everybody's going to be different. Their own timing of this, of letting go, of being able to look at the pain, being able to receive the insights. Because when you go into this, you will receive insights. I don't know what they are, and you won't know what they are until you go, okay, got it. So it's vitally important that you give yourself the space and have no time involved in this. And that's not just for you, it's for everybody who's going through dissolving, transforming their pain body. And I know some people may not want to hear it. I want this over with, and I want it over with now. I never want to experience this again. It doesn't work that way.